Hello, how's everyone doing? We will get started in a few minutes. Just go ahead and grab a block, your mat, and maybe a towel or a couple towels or blankets if you don't have blocks, just for support if you need it. And choose some music. I've shared a playlist that I organized a couple days ago, or you can just choose whatever music you enjoy for yoga. I'm a couple minutes early, so if you're watching this later, just skip ahead maybe 2 or 3 minutes. Try not to do the same room every day for yoga, though. We're actually in the middle of renovating our casita, which is going to become a dance and yoga room. So that'll be done maybe in a couple weeks if the floor gets here on time. And it's going to be a pretty sweet space for yoga. It's going to have some hooks in the ceiling for aerial yoga, which will be pretty fun. Though obviously I won't be teaching that for home unless people request that. It's going to be nice to have just a dedicated space for my practice that's separate from the house, but not really separate from the house, just across the driveway. Today is also my wedding anniversary. It's been 7 years since my wife and I got married. It's a pretty cool day for us. And it's definitely the first year we haven't really done anything like going out or doing something different, but I'm getting to experience it a different way this year. My dog is determined to play fetch for a little while. My forearm is really sore today. It's going to be interesting. I took someone else's class yesterday online. And what I find is that basically whenever you take someone's class that's new to you, you always feel it in different ways, just because even if it's not any more challenging or more difficult, they just do things in a different way than you're used to, and you push yourself in different ways. And I don't really know what we did would make my forearm sore today, but it is. Oh, my dog. It's hilarious. All right, we're going to go and get started in a nice, comfortable, seated posture. You could sit on the edge of the block if you'd like. Sit up nice and tall against an imaginary wall and just settle in and breathe. Your palms can be face up or face down, whatever you need. Shoulders relaxed, back against an imaginary wall. Maybe you close your eyes and start to inhale nice and slow, primarily through your nose. Maybe you take 5 counts in and hold it for a couple counts, and then 5 counts out and hold it for a couple counts. Or maybe that's too long, or maybe that's too short, but just try and find nice balance in your breath. And just ground and settle in, and maybe set an intention for your practice today. Obviously for me, it's my anniversary, so it's going to be an intention of love and kindness and things like that. Do what's right for you. And just focus on that intention for a moment as you continue to breathe. As a reminder, everything in yoga is a suggestion, not a command. So if something's too easy or too difficult, or you're confused, just modify or do whatever is right for you based on your experience and your preferences. What feels good for you today? Yoga is not about pain. It's about finding a nice flow for you. So if you need a very gentle day, I mean, you could just lay there for an hour in Shavasana, or you could do child's pose. So just do what's right for you. Take breaks, pause it if you want to, just do what you need to do. Do your best with the sequence. And then at the end, do take time for Shavasana so you have some recovery. And my name is Dylan. I've been doing yoga a long time. I just started teaching a few months ago, but I really enjoy it. And when the coronavirus hit, I thought, well, I'm still going to be doing my yoga practice every day, so I might as well share it with the world. And that's what this is. It's not perfect. Yoga is not about perfection. I just stream them and record them, and I don't edit. And it makes it kind of entertaining sometimes, but also I feel like it just makes it really genuine and real. And it's just what it is, which is just my practice from my living room or patio or wherever to you. So I hope you enjoy. Let's go ahead and inhale our arms up overhead and exhale, slowly release. I like to start with very deliberate spine opening sequence of some sort. Most of the time, inhale up and exhale down. And one more time, inhale up and exhale down even slower, and just feel it in your back. Now I'm going to remove the block. Inhale up overhead. I'm going to lean to the right. Just bring the right hand outside the right hip. Lean over to the side. You can look down at your hand, forward or up under your arm. Keep your glutes planted, and with each exhale, maybe surrender a little bit more towards the side. And inhale, slowly rise up. And exhale, lean to the left. Maybe take a break to throw your rock to your dog or your toy or whatever they need. My dog loves rocks for some reason. I don't understand it. And then most much to try and get her to use toys, mostly she just prefers rocks. Inhale, rise up. Or take a twist. Right hand behind you, left hand outside your right knee. Sit up nice and tall, and then exhale, twist, looking back. And with each exhale, maybe twist a little deeper. Keeping the twist in your spine. Slowly inhale, just your head forward and look over your left shoulder. And then exhale, release your twist. Maybe change the cross of your legs. Inhale your arms up overhead. And exhale, twist to your left. Again, sitting up tall to get a nice twist from your core. And keeping the twist in your body. Inhale, slowly look forward and look over your right shoulder. And exhale, release. Do some seated cat cows. Put your hands on your shins. Inhale, glide forward, starting from your low back through your chest and your shoulders back, and then exhale, round your spine, and your head might look down. Continue with your own breath, inhaling for a seated cow. Exhale, rounding for a cat. And continue with your own breath. The more you pull on your hands, the more you'll feel this in your back, so just modulate based on what's right for you. And as a note, you never swing your head in a cat-cow, it just kind of moves as your spine moves. Take one more in each and return to neutral. Bring your hands to your knees and just shrug your shoulders back a few times, and then switch directions and come forwards a few times. Maybe rotate your wrists a little bit while they're shaped like fists in each direction. And then maybe just stretch them out, your hands, and squeeze them together. Maybe bring your hands together and just kind of roll your arms and your hands, and maybe switch directions around a bit. Regenerate some heat in your hands if you're cold. And then we're going to interlace the fingers, hands facing away. Inhale, arms overhead for a seated cow, and then round your spine. Arms come parallel with the earth for cat. Up for cow, round for cat, and continue with your own breath. This starts to work our shoulders a bit, arms. Still, we're primarily working that spine and the back, and shoulder muscles, neck around it, etc. One more time, up, round, turn to neutral. You rotate the neck, just look down at your right shoulder, and exhale, slowly rotate over the left. If that feels good, just continue to rotate it. Continue to breathe. Going nice and slow, pausing anywhere that's uncomfortable for a breath, or partial breath, just to try to bring some life into it. Then maybe rotate the other direction a few times. Turn to neutral. Bring the soles of your feet together for a butterfly. You can either bring the soles of your feet towards your body for a bit more intensity, or a bit further away if you need something a bit easier. I'm going to do something further away, but I'm also going to bring my forearms under my shins. Inhale, sit up tall, and then exhale, fold forward. Inhale, slowly rise up. Straighten the legs a bit. Sit up nice and tall. Inhale your arms up overhead. And exhale, fold forward. Maybe bend the knees, maybe not. Maybe your forearms are on the earth and your palms are face up for something more relaxing. I'm pretty warm, so I'm just grabbing my feet. Inhale, slowly rise up. I'm gonna do one of my favorite subtle movements for heat generation. So if this is too much, you can just keep your feet on the earth. Otherwise, lift your right foot up a couple of inches and over a couple of inches out to the side, and start to point and flex while sitting up nice and tall. Just point and flex, continue to breathe. And then hold the point and start to rotate one direction, taking nice circles, just moving the ankle and foot, not the leg. I mean, your leg muscles may move, but you're not moving it around in space. Then go ahead and point and hold, and then rotate the other direction. Sit up nice and tall. Inhale your left leg up and over a couple of inches and start to point and flex. Breathing. And on your next point, hold it for a breath and start to rotate in one direction. Continue to breathe. If you ever need a break in this, just take one and then rejoin when you can. And then point and start to rotate the foot in the opposite direction. Go ahead and release. Give your legs a little bit of a massage. Maybe your calves. And just start to rotate side to side. Arms like cactus. And then bring your hands to the side, knees to one side. Come to hands and knees. As a reminder in yoga, whenever we're on hands and knees, fingers are spread wide, hands are shoulder width apart. Try to have as little space between the earth and our hands as possible to take pressure off our wrists. Our outer two fingers, knuckles, finger mounds, and triceps are engaged. Have a slight bend in our elbows, and our knees are hip width apart. Directly under the hips or an inch or two behind. Do some cat cows here. So inhale, lower the belly, starting from the bottom of the spine and working your way up. Chest forward, shoulders back, head looks forward. Exhale, round top of your spine, bottom of your spine, top of your spine, your head. And again, with each cow, we're lowering, starting at the bottom, working our way up. And then with each cat, starting at the bottom and working our way up, rounding. You're welcome. Just continue doing cat cows, or you can bring your right leg straight behind you, toes pointed down. And exhale, round for this form of a cat. Inhale, straighten for cow, round for cat. And your next extension, you could also bring your left hand forward and then knee to elbow, round for your cat, extend for your cow. And just continue with your own breath, nice and deliberate and slow here. And go ahead and hold it. Your next extension. And if you'd like to take the heart opener, bend your back knee. Bring your left hand around to meet your right foot. And kick gently into your foot. Glide your chest forward, shoulders back. And then keeping your leg raised, lower your hand. Bring your foot outside the left side of your mat and tap twice and arc up and over the moon. Continuing to breathe, tapping twice on each side, focusing on height over width or speed. Nice arcing shape to open up your hips. One more time on each side. Turn to hands and knees. And come into child's pose. Wide knees, toes together, forehead towards the earth, hands forward. And you're welcome to stay here. Or inhale, walk yourself off to the right side of your mat and twist. Settling back into child's pose. Feel a nice stretch in your obliques on your left side here. Taking the twist, inhale, walk through center. And exhale out to the other side. Surrender into twisted child's pose. Inhale back through center. Plant your hands on your knees. Just make sure the video stream is working. All right, looks good. Inhale your left leg behind you, or just do cat cows. Exhale, round, knee to your forehead. Inhale, extend. Exhale, round. Inhale, extend, and you can continue here, or you can start to bring your hand forward and do knee to forehead, knee to elbow. And just continue. And then hold the extension. And then you can bend your back foot or back knee. Reach your right hand to meet your left foot. Kick gently into it. Look forward. Chest forward, shoulder back. And you can plant your hand and bring your foot to the right side of your mat. Tap twice. And arc up and over. And as you breathe and do this movement, just remember that yoga is first about your breath, then about your mind. So you breathe right. You do things perfectly in your mind. And your body does the best it can on any given day. So your body is actually the least important part of that combination. There are some forms of yoga that say if you do it in your mind perfectly, you don't even have to do it with your body. I still think it's good to do it with your body, but one more time on each side. Return to neutral. So yoga is about combining those three things together, but starting with the foundation of good breathing techniques. So from hands and knees, we're going to come to our first down dog. Roll your toes underneath, straighten your legs. And start to bend one knee and straighten the other. As you work your way into a down dog. Maybe your heels come to the earth, maybe they don't. You can inhale, glide your heart and chest forward to plank. Then maybe bend your knees and hover through bear and straighten back up into down dog. Maybe you'll find you need to move your feet back a little bit further to find the right distance. Maybe you go through plank to bear to down dog again. We're going to inhale, slowly walk our hands back to our feet. Exhale, fold forward. Maybe grasp one elbow with the opposite hand and vice versa. Gently sway side to side. Let your head hang forward towards the earth. Exhale, release your hands to the earth. Inhale your hands to half lift, flat back. Exhale, fold forward. And inhale, slowly rise all the way up. Arms up overhead. Inhale your right hand, your right hip. Exhale, lean to your right. Inhale, rise up through center. Exhale, lean to the left. Inhale, rise up through center. Cactus your arms. Inhale, lift your right heel and twist to your right. Sorry, exhale. Inhale, come forward. Lift your left heel, lower your right heel, and exhale, twist to your left. Inhale, back through center. Your hands come down to mountain. Stand nice and tall for a moment, engaging your quads, your glutes, triceps, palms face forward. Inhale your arms up overhead. And exhale, either bring your fingers, your hands to your low back, or interlace your fingers behind your back. Inhale, lean back, look up gently. Exhale, bend your knees, fold forward. Maybe bring your arms up overhead. And exhale, release the bind. And rise up through chair. Knees bent, shoulders relaxed, arms straight. Sit back so you can see your toes if you look down, if you can. And inhale, slowly rise up, straighten the arms and legs. And exhale, come onto your toes. Lifting your heels if you'd like. And exhale, release your heels. Fold forward from your waist, swan dive. Inhale, hands to your shins, half lift. Exhale, fold forward. Walk yourself into a plank. You can either stay in plank or plank on your knees, or you can come to side plank. Either planting your right knee to the outside, left arm up, maybe left leg up, or you can stack your legs. Lift your top leg up if you'd like. Keys to good side plank, lifting from your hips, slight bend in your elbow to engage your triceps. Keeping that top shoulder and arm back in the same plane as your legs. And keeping your toes curled back so you can engage your leg muscles too. Exhale, release through center. Inhale, switch sides. Whichever variation is right for you. It might not be the same on both sides. And exhale, release through center. Come back up through down dog. Make a quick sip of water. From down dog. Bring your right leg in the air behind you. Exhale, just bring your knee forward to your right elbow. Inhale, bring it straight back. Exhale, bring your knee to your chest or nose. Inhale back. Exhale, bring your knee to your outside elbow. Exhale, bring it back. And inhale, come forward into a low lunge. Lower your back knee. Inhale, lean back. Exhale, glide forward. Your heart and hips take a full revolution with your arms. Inhale your arms up. Relax your shoulders. Then we're going to cactus the arms on the inhale. And exhale, just bring them forward. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Inhale, open. Bring your arms out like a T. Back up. Inhale your right hand, your right hip. Exhale, lean forward. Take a twist. Elbow outside your knee if you can. Inhale back through center. Straighten that front leg for half splits. Gentle here. Inhale, walk yourself back up. Through standing splits, plant your hands. Straighten that front leg, back leg up behind you. Forehead towards your knee. Exhale. Release to high lunge, to low lunge. Bring your knees together. Come back for narrow knee child's pose for a breath or two. And keep your forearms planted. Glide your heart and chest forward. Inhale for up dog or cobra. And exhale for down dog. Inhale that left leg up near behind you. Exhale, bring your knee to your left elbow. Inhale your left leg up. Exhale, bring it to the middle. Inhale back up. Exhale, bring it outside your right elbow. Inhale it back up. Exhale, glide it forward to low lunge. Plant your back knee. Inhale, heart and chest, arms back. Exhale, glide forward. Open up your arms. Take a nice full revolution. Inhale, arms up. Relax your shoulders. Cactus the arms. Exhale, close them. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. And open. Arms up like a T. Arms up. Inhale, left hand to your left hip. And exhale, lean forward and take a twist. And exhale, release to center. Straighten that front leg for half split. Inhale, walk forward, straighten that back leg. Come up through standing splits, plant your hand. Top leg up. Bottom leg straight. Both legs straight. Forehead towards your knee. Exhale, come back through the lunge. Front knee back to meet your back knee. Coming through narrow knees, child's pose for a breath or two. Inhale, plant your forearms. Glide your chest forward. Inhale for up dog or cobra. Exhale for down dog. Stay here in down dog for a few breaths and just catch your breath. Come into child's pose if you need it. Child's pose and down dog are both known as resting postures in yoga. Might not feel that way, but compared to other things, they are giving you a bit of rest. Inhale, slowly walk your hands back to your feet. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, hands to your shins, half lift. Exhale, fold forward again. Inhale, rise up through chair. Exhale, straighten your arms and legs. Inhale, come onto your toes if you'd like. Exhale, release your heels. Fold forward, swan dive. Inhale, come forward into a plank. You can stay in plank or take a side plank variation again if you'd like. Return to center and inhale, side plank on the other side if you'd like. Exhale, return to neutral and take a Vinyasa flow. High push-up to low push-up. Inhale for up dog or cobra. And exhale for down dog. Inhale, right leg up in the air behind you. So bend your knees, stack your hips. Inhale, straighten that right leg. Exhale, glide forward, rise up to crescent. Front knees bent, back leg straight. You're on the ball of your back foot. Arms up, shoulders relaxed. Inhale, lean forward. Exhale, bring your arms back. Inhale forward, rise up to crescent. Inhale your right hand, your right hip. Exhale, lean forward and take a twist. If this is too much, you can come back down onto your back knee if you'd like. You can stay here or open up your arms, or do revolve side angle by bringing your left hand inside your right foot. Exhale, release the twist. We're gonna come up through pyramid. If you have blocks, it's a good time to grab them. Back foot's gonna be a little shorter. And crescent, a little up to the side. Start up tall. Hips squared forward. And exhale, just keeping your legs mostly straight with a micro bend. Fold forward until your back wants to start to round. It could just be a couple of inches. It could be all the way down. Depending on the flexibility of your hamstrings. And bend that front knee slightly. And surrender forward. And re-straighten that knee. Maybe plant your hands on blocks, your shin, or the earth. Just whatever is enough to give your hamstring and hips a good stretch without overexertion. Release the blocks, come back to high lunge. And you can either plant your hands coming for standing L, or float yourself up to warrior C. Back leg parallel to the earth, upper body parallel to the earth. Both legs mostly straight. And exhale, release to high lunge. Front foot back to three-legged dog. And you can either lower it into push-up or keep it raised. And take a Vinyasa flow, high push-up to low push-up. Inhale for up dog. And exhale for down dog. Inhale your left leg up in the air behind you. Exhale, bend your knees, stack your hips. Inhale, straighten that left leg. And exhale, glide it forward. Rising up through crescent. Front knee bent, back leg straight. Shoulders relaxed, arms up by your ears. Inhale, lean forward. Exhale, float your arms back. Inhale, bring them forward. Exhale, rise up again. Inhale your left hand to your left hip. Exhale, lean forward and take a twist. And from this twist, you can stay here, open your arms, or bring your right hand inside your left foot for revolved side angle. So release the twist, bump that back foot up, grab blocks if you have them. Rise up, front foot's forward, back foot's out 30 degrees towards 11 o'clock, actually towards 1 o'clock for you. Hands on your hips, and exhale, just fold forward while keeping that back straight. Take a few breaths here. And then gently bend that front knee, bring your hands to blocks of the earth, and then re-straighten that front knee. Side may feel more or less open than the other side. That's perfectly normal. And bend that front knee, plant your hands from high lunge, and float up through warrior C. Keep those legs straight with slight micro bend in the knee. Everything in the air is parallel to the earth. Exhale, come back to high lunge, plant your hands, and take your Vinyasa flow, whichever variation is right for you. And bring your knees to the earth. Come to child's pose. And surrender. And if this feels good, you can stay here. If you'd like to thread the needle and twist, bring your right arm up overhead. Thread it under your left side. And maybe bring your left hand up over and outside your right hip. So twisted, threaded child's pose if you'd like. And continue to breathe. And relax. And exhale. Release through center. Switch sides. Inhale, left arm up. Thread under the right. And bring that right hand outside your left foot and left heel. No, left hip. Wow. And just breathe. Twisting from the belly, not forcing it with your arm. And exhale, release the threading. Plant your hands. Come back to down dog. Walk your hands back to your feet. Rise all the way up through mountain. And then heel toe your feet out to the edge of your mat. Toes out, heels in. We're going to sit down through yogi squat. So bring your hands to the heart center. And just sit into a squat. If you have bad knees, just bring your forearms under your knees or sit on a block. Otherwise, just bring your elbows into your knees. You can straighten your arms out if you want a little more. You can stay here. Or you can come into crow by bringing your toes back forward, knees towards your armpits or triceps. Plant your hands. Look forward. Maybe float. Or just be perfectly content wherever you're at. Or sit in a squat for a little bit. It's kind of nice. You may not think so, but I think so. You might rock side to side gently if you'd like. Go and plant your hands. Straighten your legs back to down dog position. Walk yourself forward to down dog. Stay here for a couple breaths. Inhale your right leg behind you. Exhale, glide it forward, coming up through warrior A. Your legs are on separate tracks. Front knees bent, back leg straight, back foot's out at 45-degree angle. Hands on your hips, look forward. Find equal balance between your front and back body. Relax your shoulders and arms up. And just surrender. In all your warrior postures, you want to find equal balance between your front and back body. So if you're leaning forward, try and straighten that back leg and engage it a bit more. We're going to float through warrior C just for a couple breaths. And then exhale back to warrior B. Now our legs are in the same plane, heels are aligned, front knees bent, back leg straight, front knees tracking over your ankle, hips to the side, upper body vertical, arms out, shoulders relaxed. Look over your front fingers for warrior B. Continue breathing. Inhale, flip your front palm, lean forward, and then lean back for reverse warrior, lifting that top hand up high, keeping that front knee bent. Then inhale, straighten that front knee, keep the arms where they are, and lift that top hand up higher for reverse triangle. Continue to breathe. Keeping the legs where they are, inhale your arms to warrior B arms. And then exhale, lean them forward, and then tilt for triangle. Lifting up actively with that top hand. The bottom hand can reach down towards your shin or towards your feet, but actively lift that top hand and keep that top shoulder in the same plane as your legs. Exhale, keep the arms there. Bend that front knee for side angle. Your elbow can be on your quad. Your hand could be inside your leg if you'd like. You could take a wrap, bind, whatever variation is right for you. If you're taking the bind, just try to keep the upper body in the same plane as your legs rather than dumping forward. Continue breathing. Exhale, undo the twist, touch your hands. And we're gonna just bring the back knee, the left knee up and forward and interlace it with our fingers. You can stay here. We'll bring your right hand to your right hip. Left pointer, middle finger to your big toe and straighten if you'd like. And then whether you're bent or straightened, just try to bring it up to the side. Maybe that top hand comes out for support. Maybe you fall out of it, that's perfectly okay. Wherever you're at, then come to tree on this side. So plant your right foot, left foot to the inside. You can bring it to your calf or inside your quad, just not to your knee. Maybe float your arms up, whatever tree pose you feel like. My balance is clearly not where it should be today, so I'm just gonna relax it. And then settle down and bring that back leg back. And we're gonna heel to our feet out wide for wide-legged forward fold, hands on our hips. And exhale, fold forward, hands to the earth, or to blocks, or the back of your calves, or whatever feels good. Handstands are a good option here if that's in your practice. If you're in handstand, start to come out of it. Let's all come up to half lift with wide legs. And heel to our feet closer together. Rise up for goddess. Heels in, toes out, arms up overhead. Next, exhale, bend your knees and bend your elbows. Try and bring your whole body down in a single plane. I'm gonna keep this one pretty short today. Inhale, straighten up, hands to your hips. Exhale, fold forward. Walk yourself forward to a lunge. Take a Vinyasa flow, high push-up to low push-up. Inhale for up dog or cobra. Exhale for down dog. Inhale your left leg up in the air behind you. Exhale, glide it forward for warrior A. Front knees bent, back leg straight, back foot's out 45 degrees. Front foot's forward, hands on your hips. Equal balance between your front and back body. Relax your shoulders. Arms straighten up by your ears. Inhale, float forward to warrior C. And exhale, come back down to warrior B. Heels aligned, front knees bent, tracking over your ankle. Upper body's vertical, hips to the side. Hands forward and back, shoulders relaxed. Look over your front fingers. Maybe bend that front knee a little bit more. If your toes are gripping on too much, maybe lift them and replant them. Inhale, flip that front palm, lean forward, and lean back for reverse warrior. Keep that front knee bent, back leg straight. Lift that hand up higher. Keeping the arms there. Inhale, straighten that front leg. Lift the hand up even higher for reverse triangle. Now keeping the legs where they are. Inhale the arms to warrior B arms. And exhale, lean forward and tilt for triangle. Top hand actively lifting up, resisting gravity. Bottom hand may be reaching out a little bit, but not if it's compromising that lift on the top hand and keeping that shoulder back. And exhale, bend that front knee, keep the arms where they are for side angle. or take whatever variation of side angle is right for you today. And coming through lunge, bring that back leg up. Interlace your hands in front of the shin. Stay there. Or maybe grab around your toe. Glide your foot forward if you'd like. And then wherever you're at, open to the side, whether your leg's straight or not. And then settle into tree gently. I'm just going to go with foot on the calf today. Hands up overhead. Continue breathing. Then inhale your knee up and exhale. Come back to high lunge. And from high lunge this time, I'm just going to take a Vinyasa flow. Our last Vinyasa flow of this sequence. And come onto your knees. We're going to come up through camel. Standing tall, your hips forward. Inhale your arms up overhead. And exhale your hands. Come to your low back. Elbows pointing behind you. And just do a gentle one. And if you want to reach your hands to your feet, you can. Otherwise, just bring your hips forward. Shoulders back, chest forward. Maybe look up a little bit. And exhale, release. Just going to check the time real quick. As I feared, I'm blazing through the clock, which is often the case, but that's okay. From hands and knees, do a couple cat-cows. Inhale, lower your belly, chest forward, head looks up. And exhale, round your spine and look down. Inhale, belly forward. Exhale, round. Inhale, your right leg behind you. And exhale, bring it outside your hands for lizard, high lizard, or humble warrior, as it's also known. You can stay here. You can lower yourself onto your forearms, onto the earth or on the block. Or you can plant your hands to the edge of your mat and balance like this. Or you can slide that front foot out and surrender for bird of paradise. Looks challenging, it's really not. Except when your dog walks on you right when you get into it. Solely your foot's on the earth on the right side. Your arms under your leg just for some gentle support. Your left cheek can rest on the earth looking at your right foot. I have mine propped up a little bit just because I don't want my headphones to fall out while I'm talking. This is a nice surrender posture. I do it in almost every class I teach. It's just one of my go-tos. It's a constant reminder that yoga is about surrender as much as it is about strength. And so knowing how to let go and trust that your body can do what it can do is a big key to life and yoga as well. Inhale, slowly start to come up, back up through high lizard, and exhale, straighten that front leg for half split, or slide it a little further forward for a fuller expression of your split. Place a block under your hamstring, under your hands for some extra stability if you'd like. And slowly come back up. We're going to do a kind of come onto your back for figure four, or you can come into pigeon by heel toeing your foot over to the left side of your mat. And start tall. Too often we just dump straight into pigeon, but start tall. Check your alignment of your knee outside your hip. Does this feel comfortable? Your hips squared away? Are you actively pulling down but not on the earth with your hip? And then this feels good. You can plant your hands and just start to slowly come onto your forearms. If this feels good, you can shimmy further forward. Maybe your head and upper body come to the earth. Or maybe you bend your elbows, slide your triceps. Or your elbows a little further forward, engage your triceps. Hands together on your thumbs. Maybe touch the C7 in the back of your neck. Or not, just do what's right for you. Continue breathing. You can stay here for a couple more breaths, or come up for active pigeon. By walking yourself up, planting your hands, bending your back knee, bringing your hand to your back foot. Front hand might come forward or might come over your head or behind your, over your shoulder. Exhale, plant your hands. Straighten your left leg. Right leg back up into the air. Bend your knee, stack your hips, and stay there. Or flip for wild thing. Return back to neutral. Maybe shake that right hip out a little bit. Maybe rock your hips side to side. Come back up through hands and knees. Take a single cat-cow, lowering your belly, chest forward. Round the spine. Neutral. Inhale, left leg back. Exhale, glide it forward. Outside your hands for high lizard. High humble warrior. You're welcome to stay here. Or come onto your forearms. Or plant your hands the outside of your mat. And balance. Or surrender into bird paradise. Be inspired to do what's right for you. For me, this is a resting pose. I could probably genuinely fall asleep here. I think I have before. The other side's a little tighter than the other side today. My right side is just not happy today. I don't know what's going on. Just continue to breathe and surrender. And slowly work your way back up to high lizard. And then exhale, straighten that front leg for half splits. Or slide it forward for a fuller expression of the pose. Maybe even full splits. That's not in my practice, but if it's in yours, go for it. Someday, maybe. But I'm not sure I'm making much progress towards it with home yoga. I feel like I'm maintaining rather than progressing, and I think that's perfectly fine right now. I'm actually content with that because I get a lot out of going to other people's classes, but it's harder doing it on your own, of course. Go ahead and slowly bend that front knee again. You can either do on your back for figure 4, or heel toe your foot to the side for a pigeon. Starting tall, checking your alignment, trying to get that shin mostly parallel to the front, but just do what's right for you. And you can start to fold forward onto your forearms if you'd like. And surrender forward. you can stay here for a couple more breaths or walk yourself up. Explore active pigeon. Do what's right for you. And plant your hands, straighten that right leg. Left leg up. Bend your knees, stack your hips. Or maybe flip your dog for Wild Thing. I'm doing this very quickly today. The Wild Thing. I want to do it, but I don't want to do it for too long, it seems. You're welcome to stay in it longer, of course. And just surrender down to the earth. Onto your forearms for Sphinx. Just get a gentle stretch on your low back. If you need a little more, you can plant your feet and lift your knees, or lift your belly, or you can straighten your arms into seal. Exhale, release. Just gonna check the clock real fast. I try to keep these to an hour, but inhale your arm up overhead, roll onto your back. And straighten your heels long, and your hands up. Just get a nice stretch. And then bend your knees. And bring one hand around each shin and just gently rock side to side. Maybe bring your feet up. Soles of your feet up to the sky for happy baby. Hands outside your feet. And just rock side to side. Maybe bring the soles of your feet together for reclined butterfly. Then we do a spinal twist. Bend your knees, hands out to the side. And exhale, bring them to the right. Keep the left shoulder planted, look over your left shoulder. If you need to, you can bring a block under or between your knees for support. Or if you'd like a little more, you can straighten your legs out towards your hand. Just keep that left shoulder planted. If your knees are straight, go ahead and bend them. Bring them back through center on the inhale. And exhale them to the other side. Spinal twist, you're welcome to do whatever variation's right for you. Do feel free to bring a block between your knees if you need it, or under them. Keep that shoulder planted. And you can straighten the knees if you'd like. Bend your knees, bring them through center. Now it's yogi's choice. You can do bridge, shoulder stand, handstand, headstand, whatever's right for you. If you're not sure, just plant your feet close to your bottom and just lift your hips for bridge. Do wheel if you want. I'm gonna shoulder stand. That's kind of funny trying to talk while doing that. I'll try and hold it a little longer today. Let's be quiet for a moment. And then maybe come into plow if you're in shoulder stand. You're welcome to stay with any of those variations for a little while. Or you're welcome to come into Shavasana. Heels out. Or toes out, heels in, but feet wide. Arms wide, palms face up. Just relax to the sky. Continue to breathe. If you're listening to my music and you're synchronized with me, The subtle body song has kind of become my favorite for Shavasana or for restorative yoga. It's just really nice. One night a couple weeks ago in restorative yoga, I just listened to it pretty much the entire hour. I think I might make a playlist where it's just this song over and over again, which would be kind of funny. I wonder how Spotify deals with that. And just continue to relax. Maybe reflect on your intention. Maybe not. Maybe clear your mind. Clearing your mind doesn't mean you don't think. It might mean you just observe a thought and then let it go. Continue your breath. Whenever you're ready, you can stay there for a while. Whenever you're ready, you can start to bring some life back to your hands and feet by wiggling your fingers and toes. Maybe windshield wipering them side to side. Maybe taking some circles from your wrists and ankles. And plant the soles of your feet to the very edges of your mat. Just windshield wiper your knees to one side, off to the other. And bring your knees to your chest. Give yourself a hug and just gently rock a circle a little bit. And bring your arms back up overhead, heels down long. One more long stretch. And keep one arm up overhead and bring the other arm to your chest, bend your knees. And roll to that side that your arm is overhead for a couple breaths. And then slowly rise back up through center. Maybe you grab a block on your way up. Maybe you don't. Just do what's right for you. So I almost tripped over my block. That's hilarious. We're going to inhale our arms up overhead in a nice seated position. Exhale, lower them. And just reflect on how this feels compared to how it felt just an hour ago. Maybe it's easier. Maybe you feel warmer. Maybe you feel some tingling in your hands from all that energy you've moved around. Inhale your arms up overhead. And exhale, bring them down to heart center. Today's class was really interesting. I thought I did some good stuff. If you ever have any questions, just let me know. Thank you for allowing me to guide you through your practice today. Hope you're able to take what we did today and carry it to your life, and hope that's perfect for you. Remember that wherever you are is where you need to be. There's no judgment. Yoga is a practice for yourself and not anything to compete or compare yourself with anyone else. I bow to the light and sound in all of you. Namaste. Thank you for joining, and I will see you soon. If you have any questions or feedback, just send it my way, and I'll be back tomorrow night for restorative if you're watching this live. And if you're not watching it live, there's lots of videos on the YouTube channel. Just pick one that's right for you. Thanks. Namaste.